Welcome to the CU Flex on the Well Off Network. I'm your host, Philip Dukes, aka DukesTheScoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at DukesTheScoop. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And while you're down there, make sure you hit the link for the Well Off Forever merch. Some of the hottest merch out right now. When you look at the oversized tee and the messages that they're putting out, where it says the rejected will be respected, bro, you heard Coach Prime talking about it on the broadcast today. So, hey, like I said, make sure you go and hit that link to get you some merch. But today, usually I come in here and I got all these numbers and this guy's this and the stats for this, and I'm going to do a little bit of stats. But today we're going to be intuitive. Yeah, tonight we're going to talk about feelings. And the feeling word that I want to discuss is afraid. Yeah, I want to talk about fear and afraid. You know why? Because the Big 12 and college football should be afraid. They got to be afraid. You know why? Because Colorado just beat the Utah Utes, the #1 defense in the Big 12 by 25, and did not play anywhere near their best game. Sheesh. Yeah. Scary hours. It's a scary time. Or in the words of Bucky, for a Colorado fan, it's got to be a beautiful thing. This is why. All right, imagine this. Imagine, we're not even talking about the game. Imagine I told you a football team had 3 turnovers, right? They only held the ball for 24 minutes in a 60-minute game, right? Let's say, I would say they threw a pick on the first play of the game, okay? And let's say I would say they only ran for 65 yards. All right. You would probably think it was a close game. Or you would probably think, or maybe they lost. But you wouldn't hear those stats and think a 25-pointer put up 49, went away from a 50 ball. You wouldn't think that. How do you even got that much time to score damn near 50 if you only had the ball for 24 minutes? That's insane. That's what I'm saying. The potential of this team is off the charts. When I look at how this game went today. All right, so let's start from the top. We look at the game. It's an early game. All right. Shedeur comes out, throws a pick, first play of the game. So, but I'm playing my player fly in my head, So today was a player fly type of day for me. The great rapper from Memphis, the great philosopher and historian, player fly, right? But Shedeur was just awake and shaking, right? 10 o'clock start early in the morning, getting his bearings about himself. You know Shedeur is going to be all right because just like player fly, he just moving on. Cool as a cucumber. He ain't tripping because you know what happened? He got it together and he ended up going 30 for 41, right? 340 yards, 3 tubs. Bro, wasn't tripping on nothing. 0. That's the scary part. You cannot shake Shedeur. He can't be shaken. You can't shake the man. That's scary in itself. Cool. The defense. Man, this is the scariest part. Macabre Bernard was averaging 96 yards a game, and I know he was hurt. But Utah runs the ball really well, and they still, even though they had a guy that's in the transfer portal, they still got guys, right? I don't care who you are. If you run the ball 30 times, you're expecting to get at least 50 yards, maybe 40 yards. They ran the ball 30 times, but 31 yards. Bro, this ain't regular. This ain't the Colorado that people thought they were going to see. This is a scary Colorado because they still ain't put it all together yet. This is another reason why Colorado was scary. Because they make the adjustments from week to week. Biggest adjustment made from last week, they gave up 100 yards in penalties. This week, 5. Last week it was like double-digit penalties for over 100 yards. This week, 5 penalties for 49 yards. That's it. That's it. No, finito. They're fixing the issues. You get a score on special teams. Huh? Bro, yeah, I'm excited because I'm seeing what this team could be. I'm looking at something. I'm poking the hole. I'm trying to find something. Yeah, people are going to say, "Oh, well, they threw on Trav. Travis played every snap of the game deep into the fourth quarter, bro. And when you play cornerback, you win some, you lose some. This man he wins 95% of the time. Gave up one. If he was gonna give up one, I'd rather be Utah. And I guarantee you, he's gonna be watching that film because everybody that I talk to that knows him or is around him says all he does is watch that iPad to figure out how to get better. But that's the only hole you can poke in his armor. Get that man a Heisman. Give him the Heisman. Did you see the catch over 2 defenders? Positioning his body on 4th down. See, it's not even just about what they do, it's how they do it. The confidence to throw a jump ball between 2 defenders on 4th down on basically what was the drive that really put Colorado in a comfortable seating or kind of just smooth sailing for the rest of the game. That was the one that kind of provided that separation. So when Utah made that run, they still weren't as close as they thought they were. To have the actual fortitude to say, I'm going to throw this ball, big up to Shedeur. And for Trav to make the play, literally, it's like nobody else was around him. And to make the play through the ground, right? He landed awkwardly. Like he jumped up, boom, jumps up. I know he got at least, he got to have 40 in his vert. High points the ball, comes down, shoulder first, and he's an alien. Because 90% of guys who come down shoulder first, they're going to drop that ball. And you couldn't even blame them because of the effort. Travis held on to the ball. And not even to mention, had a 5-yard run on a double reverse at the end, like towards the end, to put the game all the way away. It should have been dead to rights. Utah had 4 people, man. He shook 4 people and still got in the zone. Give him the Heisman. Give him the Heisman, dog. I ain't got time to play with y'all today. Listen, we just got to call it a spade a spade. We got to say it is what it is, like Cameron and May say it is what it is. Listen, I'm on here flexing tonight because I can. Colorado Buffalo fans should be flexing tonight because they can. Now, after this, you got to get ready for Kansas. Kansas is one of those teams that well coached, they catch you slipping, yeah, something can happen. But when Colorado puts it all together, if they get the deep, hold up, sorry, I forgot to talk about the defensive line again. Whenever there was a big play needed on defense, even if the result of the play didn't directly come from the defensive line, they affected the play on the interceptions, on the fumble recovery when Shiloh got the sack. This defensive line is special, and they continue to prove it week after week. Nakai Hill-Green gets another interception. Man, listen, I'm here to tell you. Like they say in the South, I'm here to tell you. Colorado is, and I keep saying they here. I heard Coach Prime say something today. He said, they still coming. And now, yeah, because we have not seen the best version of Colorado yet. But man, oh man, what I do know is this. You can't find a better quarterback in the country than Shedeur Sanders. You can't find a better overall football player in the country than Travis Hunter. I'm not sure if you can go find a secondary as deep as what Colorado has. I don't think there's a freshman offensive lineman as good as Jordan Seaton. I'm just saying they have everything you need to be a problem into January. And when Colorado finally puts that game together, I'm going on record right now. When Colorado puts it all together, they can beat any team in the country. College football, like Lil Wayne said, be afraid. Be very afraid. That's my time.